everyone. Good evening. Good to see us all on this platform this evening. Good evening, you're welcome. So my name is Ade. You can see that from the screen. Good evening. I'm super excited that we are here. And I want to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of us. Welcome to 2026. And I'm sure this year is going to be amazing. This year is going to be a great one for everyone. From the Wokkah team to every one of us learning on this platform. I have a good feeling about this year already. So welcome. So we're just going to give a few more minutes for others to join. Don't forget to invite your friends. This is a great start of the new year to learn. I'm sure everybody wants to make money, and it's good to know how you can use AI for profiting. So not just asking ChatGPT questions. You want to be able to put it to good use. Thank you, Candy. Yes, I'm super excited as well. We are all happy to have you here. Myself and the Wokkah team, we are super excited. So in the next 3 minutes or 2 minutes now, we're going to be kicking off. So please share the link to your communities. Invite as many people as possible. Once again, Happy New Year, everyone, and it's good to have you here. And while we wait, as a form of introduction, for all of us who are already here on the platform, please introduce yourself. This is a new year. We have a lot of newcomers joining us. So tell us where you're joining from. Tell us, your state. Tell us which public group you belong to. If you like, and tell us what you do. Are you a newbie developer? Are you someone who just wants to start learning? Are you a guru? Just introduce yourself and make the chat room lively. And also, don't forget, there's going to be opportunity for questions. So while we're learning, don't worry. If you have questions, you have the opportunity to put it in the chat box. But right now, let's meet you. Where are you joining us from? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Candy from Ota, software developer. Nice to meet you. Happy New Year, Victor. Nice to have you here. So in a minute, we'll be starting. Abdurrahman from Kano. Thank you, software developer. Good to meet you. Thank you for joining. So right about now, I'm going to be inviting our facilitator for this evening. And for those of us who know him, we know him already, Dr. Yano Odebode is the CEO of Wokkah. So I'm going to be bringing him in a minute. Okay, hi Candy. So, okay, I can see a lot of people joining from Kano, Asaba, Akim Lawal, thank you. Calabar, Dev, thank you. Tuminino, thank you from Lagos. Chibueze from Abia, good evening. Michael Blessing, Ashiru Sani, thank you so much, all of you guys. Nelline, virtual assistant from River State, good to have you here. Joel Taraba, good to have you. Ashiru from Zamfara, good to have you here. So we already have Dr. Yano. You can see him on your screen already. Happy New Year, sir. Good to have you. Yeah, your mic is on mute. Please unmute yourself. And
Can you hear me?
yes, we can. I can. Can we all hear Dr. Yanu?
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, great. Thank you, Candy. Great. All right, you have the floor. We're ready to make money.
A round of applause for yourself for joining this event. A round of applause for yourself for this event. And I want to give you a few minutes to send the Zoom link to all your friends, family. Let them join right now because this is about to be some crazy nuggets going out. So get all your family, friends, text them the Zoom link, have them join. I think there's someone who is who needs to be put on mute. Okay. All right. Get all of your family, friends, send them the Zoom. I'll drop the Zoom right now. Let's get this Zoom pumping. I'm doing the same thing myself as well. Team, let's put it all across all our group chats and everything. Adi, I know you're on top of that.
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. Let's get those numbers up. So today I'm going to be doing a lot of expose on how you can actually leverage AI to profit. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure we get as many people, in because I don't want to repeat myself. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of sharing and I don't want to have to repeat myself. So trying to get people in here as much as possible. I think we have the recording going up. So I want you for while we're getting people to join, if you're here and you currently use AI to do something, Abdul Majid, welcome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Like if you're here and you currently use AI to do something, actually, at some point, I want Abdul Majid to come actually do a session. So, Ade, take note of that. We're going to have Abdul Majid at some point
Noted.
come do a session,
Noted.
because Abdul Majid now works with the Wokkah team and he's doing a great job. And so at some point, I would like to have him come in and do a session as well. Now, yeah, awesome. Now, I want you to tell me how you use AI today. If you're here, you use AI to do something. How are you currently using AI today? What is it that you're doing? How are you currently using AI today? I want you to drop it in the chat. Okay, while the music still keeps going, let's get those. How are you using AI today? Adi, do we have another session next week?
No, that'll be 19th upper week. So we're going to be alternating.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm going to today is not going to be enough to capture some of the things I'm trying to share.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask people, let your friends, family members flood the WhatsApp group, because next week I would like to continue this session. Ade,
Okay.
just for this
Yeah.
particular session.
Yeah.
I want to have enough time to also, promote on my pages, because I don't want to share twice. So
Okay. Fantastic.
awesome. Thank you. So
So I'll put you
you
down for 19th of January. That's our next training session.
okay, that's totally fine too. That gives me enough time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I use AI to solve analytical questions. Fantastic. Coding, image and video generation. Fantastic. In content creation and coding. Fantastic. I use AI to generate prompts and also use it to make my coding easier and faster. That is awesome. I use AI for debugging mostly. I use AI Gemini for research. I use AI for coding currently, testing with building a mobile app. Fantastic. Any more? Use AI for rapid development. I use AI to generate assessment for my students. Incredible. So today we're going to be covering a variety of ways that you can actually use AI to make money. Okay? A variety of ways we can actually use AI to make money. So I'm gonna give another 5 minutes for people to come in, and then we're gonna get started here. I need to go get some water. I'll be right back.
So while we wait for people to join, and we also are waiting for Dr. Yanu, let me just, I'll roll out announcements in between, and of course at the end as well. But one announcement that is very important is everyone has the opportunity to join the Wokkah Talent Pool. So we have beginners on the platform, we have intermediate guys on the platform who are developers, and we have the experts. So we don't just want to teach you how to use AI or teach you how to make money. There are job opportunities hanging, and if you are very good, we won't mind you coming on board with us on different projects and stuff. So watch out for the links in the chat box. So don't just, zoom off during the training. Pay attention to the chat box. Of course, I'm going to be coming in to tell us, okay, this has been dropped. So I'll drop it. It's just that I don't want to keep doing that so many times. But I'll drop the link right about, I would have said now, but I don't want us to get distracted because, some people might just jump on the link and, start registering and all of that. So you're going to have opportunity to join the Wokkah Talent Pool. So bear that in mind. So towards the end, don't rush off. I'm going to be dropping the link in the chat box so that we can benefit from that. Previous recording to trainings. Oh, sorry about that, Adamu, about your phone. You can get that on the platform. On the Wokkah community, you can reach out to me privately. I can get that for you. You can just send me a message privately after this. And then I'll send it to you. Okay, fantastic. Okay. You can also, so you don't miss out on all that we are doing in Wokkah, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of learnings also going on there. Yeah. So I'm going to be dropping all the links to the WhatsApp group, to the community. I'm going to be dropping the links to the community here as well, so that you can pick it up and share with your friends and families as well, so that they can join and yeah, and be part of it. Okay, so our project manager just told me all our previous recordings are on the YouTube channel. So you can go on there, subscribe, and then you see all the recordings to previous lessons and
Yeah.
teachings that we've had on Wokkah.
Can you also
Okay, so
drop the Wokkah
welcome.
podcast? Can you also
Yes.
drop the Wokkah podcast on this channel so that people can actually go and start watching the Wokkah podcast? Because the Wokkah podcast also has, like, essentially the, how do I say it? Like, we invite some of the best speakers, to come have a conversation with me about how you can grow how you can grow in the AI space, investments, different things of that nature. One of the reasons why I'm creating this specific, why I'm speaking specifically about profiting with AI is because I see that there's a lot of people who are hungry on the WhatsApp group. And what I want to be able to do is, I told Adi about this. Adi is the one really steering the ship here. So everybody, a round of applause for Adi. She's doing a great job. Thanks, Adi, for all that you've been helping coordinate here on the back end.
Thank
Of
you.
course, we have Ibukun, who is also doing an amazing job. We have Ibukun, we have Elijah. I believe we have Caleb here. Um, Victor Emmanuel is here as well from the Wokkah team. The entire Wokkah team is so grateful that everybody is able to join us, and everybody's doing an incredible job on the back end to make sure that everyone. As a matter of fact, I'd like to have someone like Victor come and talk about DevOps as well at some point. And so this is a Wokkah family thing. However, there's a YouTube podcast link for you to go ahead and subscribe right away, so that when a new podcast comes in, you are able to join and all that stuff. So yeah, Andy, go ahead. You're some other conversation. I interrupted you. Sorry. Are you good, Adi?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. I already
Fantastic.
dropped the link to the community in the chat box. So
Okay.
I'm going to Elijah already dropped the link to the podcast in the chat box, and the YouTube channel. Elijah already dropped it in the chat box as well. So
I
do
see.
well to follow. You can pick those links, share with your community and your networks as well.
Also, Ade, if you can make the flyer for the next event available so that people can start sharing with their friends, that would be
Okay.
super. That would be
All right.
super.
Great. Great.
So that way we can actually start getting the message out prior before, so that we can make this worth everybody's time. If you've subscribed to our channel, drop in the chat, say yes, subscribed. If you are subscribed, drop in the chat, subscribed. Fantastic. I'm seeing people's family and friends joining in. That's exciting. That is exciting. And I'm seeing people jumping on on our WhatsApp group as well. Guys, this year is going to be crazy amazing. Okay? From the Wokkah camp, this year is going to be amazing. Someone said this year is going to be amazing. Someone said this year is going to be amazing. Awesome. Someone say I am going to make a lot of money this year. Say I'm going to make a lot of money this year. Okay. So the reason why I'm having everybody come in is we're going to start creating some labs. In those labs, we're going to have people coming together and building products together. Right? We're going to have people coming together and building products together. So I need everybody who is on the Wokkah channel to stay engaged this year. We're going to have labs. People are going to be building things together. And basically, we're going to work with you. We're going to help see how you can push the product, push whatever it is that you're building alongside you as well. So stay focused, stay connected. That's what this is about. So let me jump right into it. One. So yeah, we could pause the music now and get going. Thanks, team. So You're going to make a lot of money. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Lots of money comes with lots of sacrifice. Okay. Lots of money comes with lots of sacrifice. Someone drop it in the chat. Lots of money comes with lots of sacrifice. Lots of money comes with lots of sacrifice. Lots of money comes with lots of discipline. Lots of money come with lots of discipline. Lots of money come with lots of sacrifice. Lots of money come with lots of discipline. So are you going to be disciplined enough to keep your focus? Are you going to be disciplined enough to keep your gaze on what it is the objective that you want to accomplish, right? Lots of money comes with lots of sacrifice. Lots of money comes with discipline. Now, one of the first things when you want to make, money, or if you want to use AI to profit, is you need to understand what you're good at. You need to understand first, what are you good at? So if you're good at something, what would that be? I want you to drop it in the chat. If you're good at something, what would that be? For me, for example, I'm really great at management, right? I'm really great at, building AI tools. What are you good at? I want you to drop in the chat. If you're good at administration, drop it in the chat. Good at administration. If you're good, if your background is in agriculture, but you're learning AI, and your foundational background, you like agriculture, drop it in the chat. I'm great at agriculture. Someone says healthcare. Anybody else? What are you good at? Agriculture. VA in the e-commerce space. Fantastic. VA in the e-commerce space. Fantastic. Someone said physics. Really great at physics. What else? Engineering. Software. Good at building stuff. Hands-on dental treatment. Hands-on dental treatment and child education. Fantastic. Ashiru said education. UI design. Creative and critical thinking. Building solutions. Software development. Okay. So I'm seeing all of them. I'm seeing all of those responses coming in. That's incredible. And to be honest with you, team, this is for Elijah. I want you to take note of some of these areas that people are great at, because I'm going to host some, some pop-up sessions where I basically take one of them and then we just have a conversation about it, right? So analytical thinking, fantastic. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Some people are good at project management. Some people are great at, okay, creative design. Now, I want to ask you another question. We identified what you're good at, right? The next question is, who can product management and business development? Louis, Louis, reach out to Ade. So Ade, please connect with Louis. He said he's good. Louis said he's good at product management and business development. Okay. So you just got an interview by just sharing what it is that you're good at, by the way. So so that's awesome, right? So BDSP. What's BDSP? What's the full meaning of BDSP? Okay, so I hear people say health, I hear people say education, lots of stuff. Now, let me ask you one question. Business Development Service Provider, Salaha Adamu Kuchi. Okay. My name is Luis. My name is Ade. Kindly share your contact. Okay. That's Ade reaching out. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So
Louis, by the way.
now,
That's for Louis.
you said?
Sorry, I said that was for Louis, by the way.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. So now the next question for you, for everyone who is on the call, is who can benefit from what it is that you're good at? Who can benefit from what it is that you're good at? Who can benefit from it? I want you to drop it in the chat. Who can benefit from what it is that you're good at? MSME? What's the full meaning of MSME? Please make it make it full. The person that put my community is no answer. What type of community can benefit from it? Not just my community. My community doesn't mean anything, right? What specific community can benefit from it? Anyone with data-related work, startups in their agricultural business, Abdul Majid, businesses, right? Learners and tech organizations and startups, schools, businesses, and NGOs. Schools, businesses, and NGOs. Very good. ServiceNow ecosystems, micro and small, medium enterprises. That's very, very helpful. And Salau Adamu, you can also connect with Ade, just in case your service is something that could be useful. Farmer with background in software development. That's incredible. Nendang Shalom. That's incredible. Ove Alexander, are you saying that you're a prompt engineer, or are you saying that prompt engineers can benefit from what it is that you offer? I'm not sure exactly what it is that you're saying there, right? So guys, on one end, you have what you offer. On the other end, you have who you can offer it to. What you offer and who you can offer it to. Now, there's a space in between. There's a space in between what you offer and who you can offer it to. There's a space in between. And the space in between is, how do you translate what you offer, right, to whom you can offer it to? One, you need to understand who you're offering it to first. So if it's small and medium-sized businesses, project managers and executives, right? Then basically you need to ask yourself the question, which of the small, medium-sized businesses can I start with? Which of the medium-sized businesses can I use as an initial test? So you want to make sure you understand who it is that you're selling it to. Someone say who I am selling it to. Drop it in the chat. Who I am selling my services to. So you have the service, you have who it is that you're selling it to. Who are you selling it to? Someone say, who am I selling it to? Who am I selling it to? Now, just one person. Okay. Who am I selling it to? I'm saying that. Yeah. So now, that's the big question. Now, for the service that you're providing and for whom you're selling it to, sometimes you might have to tag team with others to address a problem, to be able to sell it to whoever it is that you're going to be selling these services to, right? Other times, you might have to be the one creating the value that actually helps you to be able to sell this service to whomever you're selling it to, right? So now we have what you're selling, whom you're selling it to, right? So if I would ask you the question, if I would ask you the question, from your understanding of the people that you're selling, whatever you're selling to, What can you say that they really need a whole lot of? I want you to drop it in the chat. The people you are trying to sell this thing to, what do you think they need a whole lot of? Or what do you think that they are struggling with? Or what do you think their pain point is? For the people you are trying to sell it to, what's the gap? What's the pain? I want to see people drop it in the chat. So you are selling, you have identified what it is that you are selling, who you are trying to sell it to. They lack online visibility. Okay. Kende, what are you selling and who are you selling it to, so that we can see what that gap, how online visibility helps. They lack market access mostly. Fantastic. They lack market access mostly. Fantastic. I'm listening for others because I want to make sure we are helping as many people as we possibly can here. Delayed decision-making process. I love that. I love that. Why do you think they have delayed decision-making process? Why do you think they have delayed decision-making process? So I want you to tell me what you're selling, who you're selling to, and what exactly is their pain point. I can create a subject explainer AI and sell it to schools. Yeah. So a software business needs someone to create and manage their website. Okay, fantastic. So basically, they need solutions, stuff that could be automated and help them with their repeated tasks. Businesses want to be able to gain competitive edge. Guys, share your thoughts, because once I'm taking all your thoughts and I'm going to start using it to give you some tools that you can actually start to use very quickly to get that message out. Anybody else? What you're selling, who you are selling to, right? And what is the pain point that they're currently experiencing? Business organizations looking to drive sales and make data-driven decisions. Perfect. Anybody else? I need to get some more people talking, right? So what you're selling, who you're selling to, we're looking in between. HTML, and I sell to Aspire front-end developers who struggle to understand fundamentals from boot camps. Very, very good. So your market is front-end developers. What you're selling, is, education, right? Whom you're selling to, front-end developers. How you're selling, you've not put it there. So how are you selling? Are you selling by doing online courses? Are you selling by hosting events? What, how you're selling takes care of that. So now you have who you're selling, what you're selling, the pain point in between. Then the next thing you need to say is, okay, how can AI be used to address that pain point? So you're a VA, you're a virtual assistant, right? Why don't you become an AI virtual assistant that actually help your customers set up AI systems, right, to be able to address their current needs? But with this kind of thing, you need to be very, very specific on who it is that you're selling it to. You need to be very specific on what it is that you're selling them, because if you are selling them the wrong thing, you're not going to get, you're not going to get the outcome that you're looking for. So what am I selling? Who am I selling to? And what happens in between? And what happens in between is what I'm going to be spending a few minutes basically explaining to you. So let's say, for example, you're a VA. How do you optimize on, doing your VA task? Let's say, for example, you're in sales. How do you optimize on doing your sales tasks, right? And we're going to be looking at tools that actually help you to be able to do this work effectively. And guess what? If you're really good at it and Wokkah needs help with it, then consider it that we're going to hire you to be able to get it done. All right. So I see business development and service. I sell to startups and people already in business. What do you sell, Salau Adamukuchi? What exactly do you sell? Do you help them sell their business? Like, what exactly do you sell? And so I offer hands-on solutions to oral health needs to people of all ages. So for example, if you guys remember, we hosted a class on animations. How many people remember that class on animations? Right? We hosted a class on animations, right? And so basically you can go around and sell and create an animation and sell that you basically create animations for schools for educational purposes. Everybody with me? So let's go through the things that you can actually sell. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me remove my notes. All right. So let me share my screen. Does anyone see my screen? Do you guys see my screen? So this was me. I created this, right? What did I do? I was trying to sell this to schools. What am I trying to sell? I'm trying to sell video entertainment content to kids so that they can actually learn their math or learn their physics or learn all of those things easily, right? So what did I need to do to be able to sell it to people? I had to create samples of what it is that I've done. If you don't have anything to show, why are you selling? If you are trying to sell something that you're not really an expert in, then why are you doing what it is that you're doing? All right. So the goal is, how do I become an expert in this area? How do I become an expert in that specific area so that you can start growing in that area? You build enough portfolio, enough results in that specific area, then you can go ahead and sell it, right? So how did I create this? I would show you. So to create this, let's go here. To create this, and I'm just going to run through it real quick. To create this, I used ChatGPT to generate my images, right? I used ChatGPT to generate my images. You can see I have my own custom GPT. If you wanted to create your own custom GPT to generate, you can also create your own custom GPT to generate this as well. If you look at my custom GPT, for example, you see my GPTs. So what's a custom GPT? A custom GPT is basically a system that you use to create your own framework as to how to perform a specific task. You share that custom GPT with anyone, and then they're able to perform that task on your behalf, right? And so let's say, for example, I want a system that consistently helps my team to generate social media posts on a weekly basis, right? I will come to GPT, and then see GPTs. I'll say explore GPTs, and then I can create a new GPT. So here is the content for my new GPT, right? And then I can say, can you help use the hook framework? And the hook framework is a framework that I use specifically. It could be anything. So for example, I could say, can you create a GPT that acts as a professional, um, let's just say a professional marketing, professional marketing specialist, and generates viral social media ideas using topics imputed by my client. I can say utilize groundbreaking stellar ideas from some of the top in the industry, right? So now I'm going to have it create the GPT. And so look at what happens, guys. It starts creating the GPT for me. Now, once it's done creating the GPT, I can share this GPT with my team. And whenever they put in a topic, it will just generate the idea. So look, see, this is a strong foundation. I've set up the GPT to behave like an elite marketing specialist who generates high potential viral social media ideas based on client provided topics, drawing inspiration from top performers in the industry while staying practical and execution focused. Next, let's give it a name. My suggestion is viral strategist architect. I'll say, sure. That name works. That name works. So, and then I'm going to enter it, right? And then it's generating the profile picture for that. And then now we have the viral architect here. Do you like this style, or would you like me to adjust the design? That works. That works. Okay. Would you like to refine how it tailors ideas for different industries, or keep it general for now? I'll say let's refine it based on industries. That way it works for a variety of individuals. Right? Would you like also to suggest post schedules? And absolutely. Also, give the reason behind why you think the idea would go viral. And if possible, put some metrics on it. So I'm updating the, so would you like me to refine how it calculates or present those metrics? I'd say absolutely. So you see, I'm working with it directly. If I wanted to put my topic, I could put my topic on it as well. I could add a file, or if I wanted to add my own file, or if I add my own ideas that I wanted to feed into the GPT so that it can give me what I'm looking for, I could feed my ideas in there as well. And so would you like it to also suggest trending audios, hashtags, or visuals that could amplify those ideas even further? Absolutely. . . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . So now would you like me to make it capable of analyzing an existing post or campaign to provide optimized advice for improved virality next? Absolutely. So you see, it keeps feeding the information into the GPT. Would you like also for it to provide visual mockups or content outlines? I'll say these are some amazing ideas, right? So go ahead. So now it's updating it, right? So just so that we can move to some other things, I would say, would you like it also to support collaborative brainstorming where it iteratively refines ideas based on client feedback? That sounds great. So once we're done, guess what? We can create. Would you like to also include AI competitor benchmarks, analyzing what's working for competitors and integrating it into the strategy? All of these ideas are amazing. Please add it. Right? So I'm improving this. And once I'm done, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell it to, would you like it to also generate a comprehensive? Great. I would stop on your last feedback so I can test its use. So I'm telling it, I'm good. Would you like me to stay available for tweaks after you test? Say sure. So now we can go on this and test, right? So I would say, can someone give me their topic? Like, I think some people said, are custom GPTs same as templates? Yes, they are so they're not really templates. They are your ideas fed into a GPT so that someone else can leverage the power of GPT plus the ideas that you put in to be able to get an answer to their questions or an answer to their problems. Got thrown out and just reconnected, but can't find this live class on YouTube. Can someone share the link in the chat so that anyone gets thrown out can actually join? And I think I have some people hanging out in the Gula as well in the waiting room. So if someone can admit them, that would be awesome. So look at this. So we're going to test, right? So I'm just going to, let me just create. Now, you see, when I hit create, what happens, guys? You see, only me, anyone with the link, GPT store. So I would say anyone with the link because I want to be able to share the link with you all, right? So save. So I'm saving this. And essentially, now I can copy the GPT and I can share the GPT with you guys, right? So now, basically, if you are looking to start your business, so there are a lot of people here looking to maybe start their business or looking to do something in the AI space, you can feed your ideas into this GPT that I just shared with you, right? And it will give you some viral content ideas that you can then use to put on your Instagram so that people can learn about your service. If this makes sense, say yes, it makes sense. If this makes sense to you, say yes, it makes sense. Why? Because when you're trying to provide a service to someone, they need to see what it is that you're capable of doing. If they cannot see what it is that you're capable of doing, why would they be interested in putting their money in you? And so on your Instagram pages, right, you can start sharing, hey, here is how to do Z blah Z blah Z. And this viral strategy architect, you can put in whatever topic or whatever ideas. So for example, let's practice here. Let's practice here. Make sense? Fantastic. I see it's making sense for a lot of people. Fantastic. If it's making sense, drop it in the chat. Making sense, making sense, making sense, making sense. Let it make sense. Let it making sense flow. Awesome. So I'll take an example from someone here. I'll say I'm a virtual assistant that likes helping busy people to stay organized without missing deadlines. So look, I'm going to copy and paste this because I want to use Instagram. Instagram is free. Everybody can set up Instagram. You don't need a big budget to set up Instagram. Recording your videos on your computer with a Zoom for 45 minutes is free. You do not need to buy a Zoom account to record yourself for 45 minutes talking about something that you're capable of doing. You use this viral strategy architect to create your campaigns for that shares your content or the things that you do so that other people can see what it is that you're doing and say, hey, I'm looking for this particular service. Can you help me with it, right? So let's put in the topic. So the topic will be, I would say topic. I'll say I'm an AI virtual assistant and I'll say looking to create a way to support my clients using AI to optimize my daily task. So I'm gonna press enter and let's see what it does for us. So look at that, guys. Viral content pillars, right? Before AI VA versus after AI VA, right? It gives you the hook, it gives you the format, right? Second content pillar, AI does this instead of me. It gives you the hook. It gives you the content angle, right? You don't need motivation, you need a system. Burnout isn't from too much work, it's from too many decisions, right? It gives you the hook. And so I can say, can you generate Monday to Friday content for me for my social media? I want to keep it video. I want it to be, so I want it to be a video. So guess what? It starts giving you the concept. So it says your hook, if you rely on memory, this is why deadlines keep slipping. So it tells you what to say. Say your clip one, you scroll a calendar notification piling up. So you create a calendar notification and you basically show a calendar notification piling up like you create it. You actually create it, right? A text overlay listing the problems, right? Calm screen, you nodding. And then on screen text, you say too many tools, no priority system, everything feels urgent. Then your call to action is follow if you want systems instead of a stress. Right? So this is a video content idea. This is a video content idea that you can put on your Instagram, right? To be able to now share your content with the world. Then when people see it, oh, wow, it looks like this person uses AI to improve their VA work. It would be nice if I can connect with them, right? And it says with this, your estimated shareability is high, very relatable. Your engagement will be between 6 to 8%. This is another one. This is the hook. This AI tells me what to work on so I don't decide. So this is you saying this to the screen. And then the visuals, a screen recording of your task system. If you don't have a task system, you create one. cuts to you pointing at the screen, then it cuts to you pointing at the screen, and then a simple caption explaining the flow. Now, let's take, for example, it's let's just take for example, it's hard for me to, figure out what exactly I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to do this. So hold on one sec. So I'm going to do this here. I'm going to say, let's take Monday as an example. Can you elaborate on how I break the video down? What I say, so my audio, the video with the timing, the CTA, whether video or image, right? So now it says let's do a full breakdown, right? And then it does the full breakdown. It says between 0.0 to 1.8 seconds hook. This is a video close-up of your selfie or your desktop shot. Slight movement, lean in, pick up your phone, tap screen, right? He tells you exactly what it is. Then this is what you would say. If you rely on memory to manage your task, this is why deadlines keep slipping. Then on screen, while you're doing the video, you want relying on memory equals missing deadlines, right? Then you move to this 1.8 seconds to 5 seconds problem validation. Quick cuts of notification popping up, calendar full, or email inbox scrolling. So look, you see these videos? We're going to use, I would say, can you use ChatGPT to create the prompt for these videos? Actually, let's see here. So let me just do this. So let's say, I'll say the video for, let's say the video for, I'll say the video for this, actually. I'll say the video for this, right? So now we're using GPT to generate the video for this, right? For this section. I would say, can you give it to me in a prompt, each of the videos for this frame, so I can generate the audio. Make sure the prompt is in a sentence so that we get it in a sentence. Awesome. So prompt 1 is write one calm, reassuring sentence explaining that busy professionals miss deadlines, not because they are lazy, but because they are juggling too many tasks without a clear system. So you see, it's gone back and started taking each one of the days. I would say let's focus on Monday only. Let's focus on Monday only. Okay, fantastic. So you take each of these prompts. I'd say let's also focus on the video prompts specifically. If you are tracking with me thus far, I want you to put in the chat tracking. Tracking. Are you guys following thus far? If you're following, say following. Following thus far? Tracking. Okay. 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 I want to make sure everybody's tracking. Okay. Fantastic. So, so this is the primary video prompt, right? This is the one you want to copy, right? And you want to use a video tool to generate, right? Now, you can use Google VO to generate this. So Google VEO 3, you can use it to generate this. So this is Gemini, right? You can use it to generate this, hit try, hit free, so you can get started. And then you drop this here, create a short, and say, boom. So let's see what happens here. Oh, okay, I have to upgrade first. Okay. I think there's a program that allows you guys to be able to do this for free. But because I don't want to have you paying for it, let's see if we can use Sora. So let's go to ChatGPT Sora. You can use other video tools as well. You don't have to use these ones that I'm using. You do not. You could use whatever works the best for you to generate the video. The key is to get the idea behind it. So explore. So I'm going to paste it here, right? And then I'm going to ask it to generate. So I go to videos. And as you can see, it's trying to generate my video right now. So that's the video I'm trying to generate. If you see, I've generated other videos before. I think I may have done it even in this class, but here's the video that it's now attempting to generate, right? So you have the video generating here. You download the video from here and you take it into CapCut and you line up the video. You download the video, you take it to CapCut, and then you line up the video. For the ones you need to do recording your face or yourself, you record yourself doing whatever it is. Grok for 60. Yes, Grok is another one. Grok is another very good tool where you can actually do the video generation as well. And it does it very, very quickly as well. So you create this content and then you post this content on Instagram, right? You do some work. You say, oh, here's how I use Crew AI to build an AI agent in 50 seconds. Follow me. And then you basically break it down. You push the content on Instagram, right? And as you push the content on Instagram, the algorithm with the right hashtags, you just say hashtag artificial intelligence or hashtag data science. People interested in that particular service would start reaching out to you. Now, because you are delivering value to them, they can see the value on screen, right? And at the same time, they can see you doing the work. If you're understanding what I'm saying, I want you to put it on the chat, say, yes, I understand what it is that you're saying. Understood. Understand. Fantastic. So we start putting our content out, we start putting our contents out. You create a Zoom account, you record yourself doing some of these things, you share what it is that you're doing. You keep sharing. The algorithm keeps understanding, like, oh, when it comes to this particular topic, this is the person that we're going to feed, people to. The algorithm is like a lion that keeps consuming and consuming and consuming and consuming and consuming, right? So we just created a GPT, right? For those that are just joining and want to see the videos, Elijah just shared the videos. Elijah, you can share the link to YouTube for those that want to subscribe as well. please feel free to share the video so that people can get subscribed as well. Because we just started this. We just nearly scratched the surface in this class, right? Guys, we just generated a GPT. That GPT that I generated for you, I can say, hey, I can tell my friend, hey, I just created this GPT that can help you scale your business. This GPT helps you generate videos. I'd say, I can give you access to this GPT for $10. I can give you access to this GPT for $5. I can give you access to this GPT, so because it's broken down this, right? Custom GPTs. You can create your own custom GPT and basically say, hey, here's my GPT that does this, that I can share with you, and this is how much you could pay for it, whatever the case may be, right? But not just that, for those who have things that they can also show off on Instagram, you can take the GPT that I just created for you and you can start using that GPT to say, okay, what kind of content do I want to put out that can help me to particularly share what it is that I'm capable of doing? So your marketing or the place where you sell your service would be on Instagram, right? You share the video of what it is that you're doing, and basically you share it on Instagram as well. So Instagram and LinkedIn. And once you're done sharing, you say, if you're interested in learning about how this was created, send me a message on my DM, or send me a message on my LinkedIn. And the more of the content that you feed out, the more people know, like, and trust you. Someone say no, drop it in the chat, no. Someone say like, and someone say trust. No, like, trust. No, like, trust. No, like, trust. No is not no, it is no. Exactly. There you go. Know, like, trust. The goal is to get people to know, like, and trust you. If you are someone who cannot be trusted, to be honest with you, our platform is not for you. If you are someone who cannot be trusted, our platform is not for you. If you are someone who cannot be liked, our platform is not for you. If you are someone who people are not interested in knowing, our platform is not for you. Some people want to sell, or some people want to make profits, but they don't even know how to smile. Right? If people are going to know, like, and trust you, and you're looking like this, what do you think they think? That they can do business with you? Of course not. Right? But if you put up a smile, and you show that you really desire to help them grow, then guess what? They're able to like you. And then the part of trust is built up over time. And that's the reason why you need to keep posting and posting and posting and posting and posting and sharing and sharing and sharing your quality and the things that you're capable of doing. Because that consistency, people are like, oh, wow, he's consistent. He's consistent in sharing. He's consistent in posting. He's consistent in building. He's consistent. And all of that actually starts helping people to say, oh, okay, I can trust him. I can trust him because he has never for one day stopped sharing. He has never for one day stopped posting. He has never for one day not put something that added value to other people's lives. Right? And this is where the GPT piece comes in, right? Because the GPT comes in now where you can then basically create a custom GPT and tell people, hey, here's a custom GPT that can help you with your DevOps. Boom. Here's a custom GPT that can help farmers basically make assessment of their seedlings before it's planted. Here's a custom GPT that can help with blah, 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 right? So you have that to share with people. So you have what you're selling, who you are selling to, what you're trying to sell to the individual, and to be able to get the person to believe that you are actually able to fulfill on it, you need to share what it is that you're actually capable of doing. And the way you share what it is that you're capable of doing, right, is using the social media platforms because they are available to you for free. for free, for free, for free, right? Apologies if this has been answered. What should we aim for in the social media post, likes or follows? No, in fact, you shouldn't aim for likes. You shouldn't even aim for follows. You know what you should aim for? Engagement. Oh, wow, how is this done? If someone didn't like my post or they didn't follow me and they ask me, how can I do this? I will appreciate it more than the like and the follow. Because now I can sell to them. I can tell them, hey, I do this. It costs me X amount of money to be able to do this for you. Now, if you get likes or follows, it means that people are engaging on the platform. So that's good too. Likes and follows are good. But what you really want to prioritize on is engagement. Is engagement. All right. So you start pushing your content. You start pushing your content. You start sharing your content. You start telling, oh, this I built this thing and I just thought I showed you how to do this. Boom. You shared, you know, I created this other thing that shows how to do this. Boom. You share it. Right? As you do that often, people start knowing you, people start liking you, people start trusting you. Now, the how you're going to do it is that AI piece, right? Is where you use AI to do all of those things. So you can use, for example, ChatGPT to create a custom GPT to address a specific problem. That's the simplest way that anyone here can start out. Anyone here can start out that way. People like Abdul-Majid and people like Victor and people, you can start saying, oh, okay, here's the way to automate your DevOps pipeline, right? Boom, right? Now you're basically taking specific skills and then you're basically optimizing on it. Now, in the future, I'm going to cover how to use automation. As a matter of fact, let me do one automation here, and then and I'm going to do it for those, we can use Make, we can use some of N8N, but I'm not going to even do any one of that because I want you guys to quickly get through with this and start using it immediately. So I'm going to use Zapier. Someone say Zapier, Zapier, Zapier. Someone say Zapier. We're going to start there, because I know there are some people here who are not basically code. Oh, guys, look at that. That's the video that Sora produced. Do you guys see it? That's Sora right there. Now, there's a problem with this video. You can see that the hands are not really placed properly. So in this case, you want to reprompt, right? You want to edit the prompt and say, ensure that the professionals' hands are typing a keyboard. And I'm going to press enter again, and it's going to regenerate that row. So if I go here, I can see it's regenerating it again. So we're gonna wait on that. This seemed closer to it, but this looks very, very much off. So we're just gonna wait for that to be done. But while we're waiting for that to be done, we'd say Zapier, Zapier.com. Zapier, yeah, fantastic. All right. So Zapier, so this is Zapier. And Zapier is a very easy way for anyone, for anyone to start automating, right? So let me do one thing here. So I'm going to say, I want to create, so I'll go to agents. I'll go to agents. Okay. And I'll say, create my new agent. Start building and say, I want to create an AI agent that scans stocks, that scans the stock market and gives me tickers. So this is the stock market and gives me tickers. It gives me tickers every day of stocks that just made it to the news and relate to emerging technologies, quantum computing, and AI. So I'm going to hit start building. And look, guys, it starts doing the thing. So the agent is working, building the stuff. It says, how would you like to receive the daily tickers? I would say email. What time? I would say 9 a.m. in the morning. So guys, it's building it for me. So I'm not building anything. I'm just sitting down and giving it instructions, and it's doing the whole thing for me. So now it says your Gmail. This is where I would send this information to. So I want to fix the error here. I would send it to personal. Let your agent generate the topic. So I would say save. Let's see if that, so boom, send to, oh, actually sending to, from this email, he sent it to this as well. Okay, we're good, yeah. So save. So it says how it works. Would you like me to make an adjustment such as include specific sectors? Absolutely. Include specific sectors. Absolutely. Go ahead. So it's updating to reflect the sectors because I added the sectors to the conversation. So it's going to update that, right? So now it's including the sectors in the email. And what I want to do now at this point is you all set, your daily alert is ready to go. So now every morning, this would work. But if I wanted to test the agent, I can click test the agent here. So look, guys, it's testing the agents. So today at 3:20, I would execute the daily blah, blah, blah. So look at what's going on. Let me start by searching for the recent news. So it's going to Google and searching the recent news. It's looking at the different sectors, looking at the different tickers. Web browsing failed. Okay, then it starts again because it failed for the specific web site it was browsing. Web browsing complete. It's fetching the data that we need. So it's doing it live. We're testing the agent, right? And once it's done, we're going to look at the email to see whether it actually sent me something. If you're understanding what we're doing here, I want you to put on the chat, say, yes, I am following. If you're tracking, say, yes, I'm tracking. If this is good, say, this is good. Literally, this is AI doing it. This. Yes, isn't it? This is good, guys. This is good. Let's say approve. So now let me go to my email. So send email. I noticed the da, 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 da. Let me send correction. Da, da, da. I got it. So let's go to my email and see if it is sitting down waiting for me in my email. So let's go to email. Let's go to email and let's see if it has sent the email. Guys, so what do you see here? It sends the email. This is the email, guys. That's the email. Below is the curated list of compiled, compiled ticker list. Each ticker includes the brief description, blah, blah, blah. Now, it doesn't have the specific ticker in the alert. We just got the email, so we need to go back. And then just so that you can see some, let's say, approve. Let's see here. Let's see here. So just so that you can see some tickers, because of the parameters or because of the rules that I set, sometimes it wouldn't show you tickers because then it's so much details that it will need to go through to be able to see the list that we're talking about. So I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna adjust the prompt and then see what it gives us after. So let me go back to my email and see if we have a so let me go back to let's see, approve. Okay, I would say let's adjust the prompt a little bit just to share tickers for now. The news portions we can do later. So that way, essentially you can see it updates to share just the tickers, right? So search 13 sectors and identify stocks making news. Absolutely. So I want to say test agent. Okay, so let's test the agent now. So guys, the same thing would work in this case. You can say, hey, I have an agent that does this particular task. All you just need to do is you give me your email or whatever the case may be. I'll create the agent. The agent does the task for you every single day. And all you just do is sit down and watch the agent do its thing. You see what I'm saying? I can create an agent that looks at my calendar and it determines what time works the best for me to be able to hold a meeting. I can create an agent. So multiple things that you could do here while building your agent. So we're going to see, let's see what happens here for our review. If this is making sense, just put yes, making sense. I want to see how you guys are feeling. Get general feel. Approve. So let's go approve, and then let me go back to my email again, and then let me check. Okay. Okay, so it says below is a compiled list. I will then tell the agent, I don't see the compiled list in my email. Can you adjust accordingly? So it's going to update that right now. You see, so it's updating. Let's see if that, fantastic. and I test it now. Okay, so let me test it. So let's test it. So literally for anything you're trying to do, you can work with the AI agent to do it. Like if you want to put your API, the APIs into this, you can also feed it with the API and have it do the task on your behalf. Everything literally you could do. Let me see, am I getting a message here? I want to ask the version of Zapier you're using. Is it paid? Yes, it is the paid version. You have up to like 4 or 5 automation that you can do on a monthly. So there's a what's it called? There's a cap there. But like you can use your initial for your videos. So you can basically, run, you can do this with a free. You can do like 4 or 5 agents with a free. And that's what you want to use to create your content and all that good stuff. So let's see here. Let's go back to here. And let's see if it will show us the list. Let's see if it will show us the list. Refresh. Let's say, okay, it's still sending. Let's see. Say approve. Let's see if it's going to send that to us. Refresh. Okay. Let's see if it still doesn't show it. So I would go back and say, okay, it's showing it now. Okay, it's definitely showing it now. This is it. It's definitely showing it now. Okay, so now I'll go back here. Can you create an agent? Can you create an agent that verifies that it has the tickers before it sends to email? Let's make sure it's showing because I'm not sure I see it. So it's updating us. So sometimes you have to prompt, and reprompt and test and make sure that it's actually doing what it is that you expect it to do. And of course, guys, you can still use your init-n. So nothing still stops you from using your init-n, but you can also use this. So let's try this again. Let's see if it would do this. Okay. So let's give it another try while it is doing its test. So basically, I gamed the system, and the way that I gamed the system is, please check the email, make sure that there's a list of tickers there before you send the email to me. If you're not checking it, if you're not testing it, then don't send it out to me. So it's actually basically now creating an agent internally that does the checks the email to make sure that essentially it contains a ticker before that gets sent to me. If you're tracking, just put on the chat tracking while we just patiently wait for it. Oh yeah, this can be done manually. This can be done manually. All of this can be done manually as well. So you can drag and drop. You don't have to use this particular. The only reason why I'm using this particular pattern is sometimes we have people in the class that say, oh, I don't know how to code. So for the coders out there, you can just drag and drop. You can just do all of this the way you already typically do it. Are there outdated tech skills despite adding AI to them? Sorry, can you explain that question? I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. So if you can explain that question, I can get to it. So guys, our agent is taking some more time. So yeah, so for those who don't have Zapier, install Zapier. It's, like for some of this you can run until the activities on your account expire. So you see, actually, see, can you guys see this? This is actually a free plan. You see, and I have between 0 to 400, and I'm still running my just one task, which is the daily tech stock news update task. So it's taking its precious time here. Let's go back and see our video. Let's go back and see if it's what it did for the video. Okay, that looks much better. That looks much better. The only thing is that it feels like someone else is basically doing their hands on this side. So you keep prompting. Of course, you guys understand this. You keep prompting until you get something that really works. And by the way, this is in seconds anyway, so you don't necessarily have to. You can use this second video, for example, as that particular for that particular frame, and then use CapCut to bring it all together. Let's see what it's doing here. While this is doing what it's doing, I'll create a new agent because that might be faster. I say, can you create an AI agent that displays emerging tech tickers to watch on a daily basis? I'm going to build this on the side while that is also doing its thing. So I have two agents running at the same time and see which one is going to be done first. So this is the one we just created. Let me see. Got it. And then let's go back. Okay, I got a lot waiting for me. Let's see if any of this, none of this still produced our ticker. Yeah, I'm already running a different agent now, so that's fine. Got it. I would say email. And I'll tell this guy, I'd say, I wish I could see my tickers, but I don't see it. Maybe focus on sectors that are currently sharing news. Sharing news. So while that's going on, let me go back here. All right. So this would work. So this will work. So I'll just use this for now. Like when it starts getting complex or complicated and stuff like that, you might have to add an API. So like, for example, if I added the news API to my prompt, maybe I wouldn't be having, a similar issue, because basically what it's doing is it's going out and trying to figure out these tickers, and they might not necessarily have access to some of them. And then it's coming back and returning, a null behavior. And so what I'm going to do is I'm creating a different agent that just goes out and just tries to identify tickers, and that's it, just to show you guys how that works. Where do you want to see the ticker? I want to see it in the email. Yes, don't worry about sectors. Worry about the tickers. Is the email coming through, but the email is coming through, but I don't see the compiled ticker list, which might mean it's empty, but so let's see. So got it. Okay, approve. So now let's go back to email. Okay. Okay. It's working. It's doing some work on the background. So let's see. So approved. Let's see if he's going to send it here. Let's see what's happening here. Test agent. Of course, we can see it's producing the response here, but for some weird reason, it's not sending to an email. So our goal is to get it to send to an email. Okay. So this is a patience game. So let's go to Sora, and then you can go and then start basically entering other videos as well, so like you could, now I would say about Sora has a logo here, and stuff like that. And so this is just to make sure that like the videos you download, but then if you have an account with them, you could download without the video logo. For those who want to use Grok also, you can go ahead and use Grok instead. So that's another good one to use. Okay, let's go to email. Okay, at least now, you see, each ticker includes ticker symbol, company name, reason it's being watched, or current context or news relevancy, ticker summary. So it's showing us a different context here, but what we do need to see is the ticker itself. Can you show me the tickers themselves? So let's see. I understand you want to see the actual tickers. However, the workflow is currently configured but hasn't been executed. The untitled agent will generate the list of emerging tech tickers when the workflow actually runs, since it's set to trigger daily at 8 a.m. I see. So are you guys seeing what's going on? So the reason why it's not showing it is because essentially I'm trying to test it right now, but what I've done is set to run at 8 a.m. I would say, and I see it while I test. At least I'm gonna attend while I test it. Yes. Okay, so I'm setting it to do it right now. So continue to zap editor, and it should load up here. Okay, configure zap. So now we're going to see it run. So basically what it was saying was, because I set it to run every 9 a.m. Or 8 a.m., like basically it's like, it's not 9 a.m., so why are you expecting it to run right now, right? So I might need to get a premium to be able to view this. Let's see. Let's see. So I said time configure. It's configuring all that. And then we're going to move to test after. Okay. So another thing here, to be able to test, I may also need my API key to be able to test. And guess what? I will need to work with my team to be able to get the API key. So let's see what happens here. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I would say continue. So everybody tracking? Everybody tracking? Yes. For those that are patient, the developers in the house. This is it. Continue. Let's see. So test step. Let's do a test step. Okay. Now let's see if it basically sent it to us. Okay. There you go. Finally. Everybody see that? Finally it comes in. So these are the tickers that it sends to us to focus on based on what we entered in. So the reason behind why it didn't work earlier was because it wasn't set to that particular time. So just make sure that when you're testing anything, make sure you're testing it closer to the time, or you set the time closer to where it is when it is that you're actually launching the automation. That way it doesn't, create this particular type of challenge for you. And so that is Zapier. So you have Zapier, you have custom GPT. If you know how to use, from what I explained, you should be able to go in and start trying to test Zapier. So I want everyone to take that as an assignment. Start testing out Zapier. We're going to continue with Zapier in the next class. We're going to also learn things around Google or Paul. And then, custom GPT. So try to create a custom GPT. Try to create Zapier automation for whatever it is that you're trying to do, and try to create one content for your Instagram before the next meeting. That way you can start to push and promote yourself. People can start to learn about what it is that you're trying to do, and you can be able to make the best of your time. Also, we have a Wokkah talent pool for those who are learning and growing and building, and you want to, get opportunities to work. We just dropped a link to Wokkah talent pool where you are able to access the platform. You're able to learn, and then while you're learning, we position you to be ready for work. So you're not going to just get a job like that. You're going to learn. We're going to position you for work. So you can jump on the Wokkah talent pool, fill out your information, start to basically set up your account, start to share some of these videos that I was talking about. You can also create, I don't know if Caleb is here, but I don't know if people have the ability to share some of the things that they're working on, say their GitLabs, share their videos about some of the things that they're working on based on maybe a link from their YouTube, or if this is something that needs to be developed. I'm pushing it to you, to my team, to make sure that's updated so everybody's getting ready for it. In the Wokkah Talent Pool, we're going to start putting some content. Some of these videos that we're doing on a weekly basis will go on there as well, so that you can start to learn and start to build for your growth. Can the custom GPT be created using a free GPT account? I believe so. I believe you can create a custom GPT using your free GPT account. I believe so. Any questions for me? I want to give you guys
Any questions?
the opportunity to ask questions. Ask away. You can drop it in the chat as well. So I just answered one. Any other questions?
Someone asked earlier if the GPT was also something like a template. I think there was a question like that.
Can we
Of
get
course,
the
I know there's a question relating to that if
oh
it can be done on a free version, but someone said, is that GPT the same thing as a template?
so GPT isn't a template. People create like template prompts where you can take a prompt and then basically feed the prompt with content and then use that prompt to get a response from GPT, right? So for example, someone can say on this group, um, can can say act as a business, tell GPT, you can tell GPT to act as a business advisor and give you how to make, $5,000 before the end of the year. And then GPT will break down that for you. But that's just a prompt, that's just a prompt template. I want to encourage everyone to start creating prompt templates to maybe generate image ideas. And if you have image ideas, you share it on the WhatsApp group. However, that's just a prompt template. That is not custom GPT. The custom GPT, on the other hand, allows you to be able to create something or create a task, uh, or create a way of doing things, as long as it is something where your team or your group would have to feed it with a particular input, and then the thing generates a response on their behalf. You create it based on your framework. You create it based on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Let's say you want to be able to generate flyer ideas for your UI UX designer. You create a custom GPT such that when your UI UX designer enters whatever idea they're trying to generate, the system will take your color scheme, to take all of those things and give them ideas based off of that, right? So every single time the UI UX designer wants to do it, they don't need to have a conversation with a large group. They can basically have a conversation with the GPT, and then the GPT gives them a response. So typically, the custom GPT works when there's a repetitive task that you want to be done without you having to supervise. You create a custom GPT that actually helps. So for example, if I want my team to be able to respond properly to emails, what does my team feed in? I'll feed in my tone of voice, all that good stuff. I'll feed it into GPT. And then my team can take that GPT and say, and put what they're trying to respond to someone into that custom GPT. And then the custom GPT will create a nice template the way that I want it done, so that my VA or my executive assistant can send it out. So custom GPT just basically helps you to be able to create, an automation that still uses the open AI platform, but then allows you to leverage that to be able to do tasks that would have probably taken you a meeting or whatnot to be able to execute. I hope that makes sense. I hope that answers your question. Can we get the recorded version on WhatsApp? Yes, you get the recorded version. Yes, please. Can we share the WhatsApp group so that Samuel Team Topper can join? And I want you guys to start inviting your friends. Let's start inviting our friends to this group. Let's get this going. I want to, by the end of this year, I want 10,000 people in our community. That's a big goal we're trying to accomplish. 10,000 people in our community. And we're going to host a conference very soon in Nigeria. And it's going to be a massive conference, like amazing conference, And so I want to get as many people as possible into our community. Let's get the link, send it to your friends, send it to your family. This is going to change their lives. This is going to help them to make a whole lot of money. And so you never know who you can help by sharing the link. Joel is our community lead, and stuff like that. So, Joel, let's start trying to get people get people to communicate. Hopefully, Joel, we can solve that internet problem. So let's stop when you have the time. So I'll pass it on to Ade. I think my job is done here. If you understood everything that I said, please drop in the chat understood. If you understood, drop it in the chat understood. I know it was a long session. We're gonna
Long
continue.
and insightful.
Yeah, we're gonna continue in 2 weeks, and we're going to basically continue from where we stopped, which is the automation stuff, so that we can start seeing how some of that works. So, Adi, the floor
Yes.
is
Thank you so much, Dr. Yanni, for your time. Thank you. Thank you so much. So everyone on the call right now, please let's appreciate Dr. Yanni. Just put thank you in the chat. Thank you for your time. You know, he's a very, very busy man, and he's doing this without, taking anything and all of that. He just wants to help as many people as possible. So we really appreciate you for your time. Thank you for your investments in the growth of the young people and, just anyone interested in learning. Thank you so much.
in
So
in in exchange for my time. Please, guys, follow our YouTube. Follow our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm not seeing
please
people,
subscribe
so
and
please
share.
subscribe, share to
Yeah.
your family,
So
share to your friends. Hey, thank
yes.
you.
So please, guys, go ahead and subscribe. Let's encourage Dr. Yanu so I can keep doing this even out of his busy and tight schedule, so I can, keep giving back to us and all of that. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I already promised us at the end of the training, I'm going to be dropping the Wokkah Talent Pool, so you have it right there. You can pick up that link, share it with people in your community. Elijah is also dropping the links to the podcast and the YouTube channel. On that podcast, you're going to learn a lot. So do yourself, a favor, and this beginning of the year, just give yourself that gift of learning. And I know that you're going to come out on the other side shining. And don't forget, we already have an assignment for the next webinar that will be coming up in 2 weeks. That's 19th of January. As many as you can, use your Zapier to design. Use all the video generating AI tools to, do short video clips and all of that. So I'm going to one more time put in the link to the talent pool. Someone is asking, they joined a little bit late. So I'm going to do that in just a minute. So I want to thank everyone for being on this call, for participating, for taking the time to invest in yourself, because this is not easy to spend 2 hours, almost 2 hours on a call, but it's not going to be in vain. So that's the link. So please join, and also you can share it in your circle with your network as well. And also I want to say a big thank you to the Wokkah team. Thank you so much, Elijah, Ibukun, Caleb, Isaac. I see a lot of our guys on this call. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. So I'm just going to wait a bit so that people can pick the links, and it's bye for now.